motivation, bro. You don't need any inspiration. You don't need to be watching any YouTube videos about, oh, this is what, like, no, what you gotta do is just have discipline. That's really what it is. You need to get off your ass and actually do the thing that you've been dreading doing, because most likely that thing that you've been dreading doing is the very thing that's probably gonna change your life. The thing is that a lot of people want to sit there and talk about they don't know what to do, they lack the motivation, lack the inspiration. So nobody has motivation 24/7. That's not a thing. Like, billionaires and like fucking Jeff Bezos and shit and Elon Musk, they don't have motivation 24/7. What they do have is a fucking killer discipline, strong ass work ethic, and just grit ass fucking like consistency. Like that's what the shit is. And like, yeah, you'll have your moments and spurts of like motivation where you feel inspired and where you have that little extra oomph, and that's gonna kind of, you know, give you that little push. But ultimately, it just comes down to the discipline, man. Kind of like how I stated in my last video, if you have a to-do list and if you follow that shit every single day, if your to-do list is leading you to where you want to be. A lot of people make to-do lists of like just dumbass shit like, you know, clean the bathroom, clean this, clean that, and it's like, that's not really gonna get you rich. I mean, like, you gotta clean your house, but like, you gotta think about it, you know? But yeah, like, just having a to-do list and sticking to it every single week, every single day, that's discipline, you know? And that's gonna lead you far, far more places than just having that, oh, I'm waiting on the spark, I'm waiting on the motivation, I'm waiting on, you know, that idea to pop in my head. You're not gonna get a light bulb, bro. Like, that's only in cartoons. There is no light bulb that pops off. There is no, the thing that you've been dreading doing and the thing that you don't probably want to do the most is probably the thing that's gonna change your life. So learn some discipline, learn some consistency, stop watching motivational YouTube videos. Too many people compare themselves to other people and then wonder why they have what everybody else has, you know? And kind of let me break that down a little bit. Like, you look at old John down the street and he has the newest car, you know, he has this and that, and you know, you kind of feel like left out. You kind of feel like, you know, you got to keep up with the Joneses and stuff like that. Bro, stop comparing yourself to other people. Look, if you want what everybody else has, then do it. Then compare yourself to everybody else, and then just, you'll have what they all have. And what does everybody fucking have? Debt that's out the ass, a fucking high ass fucking car payment, crazy ass like rates and shit. Like, that's not the life I'm trying to live. If that's what for you, that's what you want to do, that's fine. Compare yourself. But, and what I mean by like comparing yourself to everybody, just stop comparing yourself to everyone. You know, it's okay to look at somebody, strategically take something from somebody and use it and implement it into your everyday in order to get to where they're at in a certain financial level, whether it be. But first, a quick ad from our sponsor.
Salted lady girl.
Where I wanna be is where the cheese at. But that shit easy and I mean that. A lot of people want shit just to speed past. Never do the work it takes, they just wanna ease track. Stay patient and stay working on shit we lack. Life ain't just about chasing for them green stacks. Stay up on your grind, don't forget that. Value your time, that's some shit you can't get back.
You know, like if you're looking at fucking, if you're watching like someone like Alex Hormozi, you know, great ass fucking entrepreneur from Baltimore, Maryland, shout out to him. If you look at like some of his things, like his videos and like his mentality and stuff, if you were to take that and implement it into your life, that's perfectly fine. That's amazing. That's what everybody, I feel like, should do and needs to do in order to elevate and grow their own mind. However, but comparing yourself like, oh, this person has that, why don't I have that? Or this person has that. Why don't I have that? Dog, you gotta stop that shit. They probably put in way more work in the back end to obtain those things, and no one ever sees that. A great example I like pointing out is the fact that in Rocky, that one scene where he's climbing up, the stairs, and he's, working out, and the Rocky theme music's going on, and he's eating eggs and stuff. That just lasts for about like a minute in the movie. People don't realize he did that shit for about a year. Every single day. He did that shit for a year, every single fucking day. You don't hear about that shit in only 30 seconds to a minute of that year gets shown. That's a perfect example of how much work is known from like everybody like's viewpoint to what you see in the forefront. Like, you see people with the Ferraris, you see people with the big ass mansions, you see people with the cool ass clothes, but you don't see the fucking years and years of work they just put in, grinding their fucking ass off, and like you don't see that shit. You know what I mean? Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Somebody might be on their day 500 while you're on your day 1. Focus on yourself. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yesterday's you, and you should be kicking that person's ass.